Today we're going to learn about multiplying monomials. Regroup the factors and multiply. So we already know that if you multiply like bases, you can simply add the exponents. So for example, if you have x squared times x to the third, then because the bases are the same, in this case they're both x. For the answer, you keep the base and you add the exponents. So 2 plus 3 would be 5. So your answer would be x to the fifth. Now, how about multiplying monomials? In the first example, we have 3x times 4x. How do we multiply these two numbers together? Well, let's think about it visually. If we had a rectangle with length 4x and width 3x, what would be the area of the rectangle? Well, as we can imagine, the 3x would look like this, where each row is x, and the 4x would look like this. So each of these would be x squared. And so what do we have? Well, if you counted all of these up, it would be 12. 12x squared. And that's our answer. Our answer is 12x squared. Now, drawing it out visually is a lot more complicated, so what's an easier way to figure this out? Well, what you can do is regroup the factors and multiply together, just like it says here. What does this mean? Well, you can take the coefficients 3 and 4 and separate it from the x. So we have 3 times 4 separated from the x times x. Now this is going to be 12 and this is going to be x squared. And we know 12 times x squared is 12x squared. How about this second problem here? We have 2y cubed times 6y to the fourth. Let's regroup the factors and multiply. So we can take the coefficients here. So we have 2 times 6 separated from y to the third times y to the fourth. So this is going to be 12 again. And this is going to be y to the third times y to the fourth, which you can add the exponents since the base is the same. And that's going to be y to the seventh. So this is going to be 12 y to the seventh. Finally, let's try this last one here. Again, -4 and 3, the coefficients. Let's separate those out. And now we have two separate variables, c and d. C and c squared, and we have d to the fourth and d. So now we just have to multiply. This is going to be -12. This is going to be c times c squared, which is c to the third. And this is going to be d to the fourth times d, which is d to the fifth. So now we multiply across and we have -12c cubed d to the fifth. And that's our answer.